The silence in the Westfield countryside wasn't peaceful. It was heavy, like a shroud. My name is Elias Thorne. I've spent 20 years hunting the human monsters that haunt the city's neon-lit gutters. But I wasn't looking for a new case. I was looking for a grave, a place where I could bury my own exhaustion. I rented the estate from Julian Vance, a charismatic politician with a perfect smile and the cold, unblinking eyes of a shark. He handed me the keys with a gloved hand. "It's my father's old sanctuary, Elias," he had said. "Perhaps too quiet for some." The first night the house began to speak. It started with a scratching, not the frantic scuttle of rats, but a rhythmic, deliberate scraping behind the walls. I followed the sound to the end of a forgotten hallway. There, hidden behind a heavy velvet curtain, stood a small wooden door, bound by a heavy, oxidized chain. The air that rushed out of that room hit my face like a physical blow. It was a sterile, hidden infirmary. The walls were covered in crude charcoal sketches of two boys. One was tall and shadowless. The other was small, twisted, and crying. In a hollow cavity in the wall, I found it. A leather-bound ledger. The logs grew darker with every page until I reached the final chilling entry. Julian is dead. The fever took him. I cannot let the Empire fall to a broken creature like Arthur, unless Arthur becomes Julian. The man running for office wasn't the perfect son. He was the broken brother wearing a dead man's name. I climbed the creaking stairs to the attic, and there I saw him, the real Julian Vance. A gaunt, vacant shadow kept in a cage like a family secret. "Some secrets," a voice hissed, "are meant to stay buried." Julian, the imposter, stood there. His political mask was shattered. In his hand, he gripped a heavy brass candelabra, its flames dancing with a murderous light. With a roar of desperation, he hurled the flaming candelabra. The fire struck the oil-soaked floorboards. In seconds, the attic was a furnace. Orange flames roared, licking the wooden beams with a terrifying hunger. The heat was unbearable. I lunged for the exit, screaming for them to follow. But Julian didn't move. He walked toward the cage, toward his brother. As the roof began to collapse, I saw them. The man who stole a life and the man whose life was stolen, embracing amidst the inferno. I stumbled out into the cold night air, watching as the windows of Westfield estate shattered from the intense heat. The next morning, only ash remained. The world called it a tragic accident, but I knew the truth. Some inheritances are only settled when the fire finally stops burning.
Whispers crawl where torches fade. The air is cold, the light betrayed. Footsteps echo in the storm.